Hey everybody, it's Eddie. I wanted to jump on real quickly and give you one last update this evening before I turn in for the night. I know it's been a long day for a lot of you, especially on the south and southwest coast, where we've been dealing with relentless wind and high water levels all day. From what I've seen, 20 homes in the Port aux Basques area are just completely destroyed. And so folks down on that southwest coast that dealt with the water levels today, my thoughts are with you, and thoughts and prayers are with those that were directly impacted by the high water today. I know it's been a difficult day for many. On the plus side, we should start to see the wind speeds decrease from here on out in southern Newfoundland, if not now, in the next couple of hours, and the water levels will begin to subside as well after this evening's high tide, which just occurred around 9:30 or so. We are beginning to see more in the way of that wind working up the west coast now, and that will continue overnight, eventually working up into southeastern Labrador, and the weather across southwestern Newfoundland will slowly begin to improve. The best way for me to show this to you is just to use windy.com. Great resource, great visualization tool. And what you're seeing here is the current wind speeds forecast this evening. And there you can see the sustained speeds forecast to be just close to 80 kilometers per hour, just offshore there of the Port-au-Port Peninsula. And there is this core of high wind speed on the eastern side of this low. This is what's left of the hurricane force winds that affected the southern portion of Newfoundland earlier today. And as we step through time here, we'll go to, let's see if we can jump to midnight. You'll see those high wind speeds do begin to work their way up the west coast. So just inland, you're not going to get, those winds sustained to 85, but you're going to get the occasional gust to 100 or so. And this will especially be true later tonight. Let's see if we can jump ahead to, that's 3 o'clock in the morning. It's 4 o'clock in the morning now. This will especially be true for areas around the Rocky Harbor location, where right now the wind speeds aren't impressive, only gusting 46, and Stephenville they're still gusting to 102. But in this area here, as the winds turn pseudo offshore, there are some areas there that get some pretty high wind speeds that come down off the long range mountains. So not so much Rocky Harbor, but like Norris Point and Woody Point and Trout River, kind of the areas around Bond Bay and the north side of the Bay of Islands. Typically we'll see those offshore winds funnel a bit, and you can get some incredible wind speeds there. So some folks in that area may see winds gusting to 120, 130, or 140 overnight, but those should be those gusts should be fairly localized. Not sure what happened there. Mouse is getting a little punchy on me here. Those should be fairly localized. And by tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock, we're still seeing the gusty winds on the Gulf side of the Northern Peninsula. But even at that point, they're still 70, 80 kilometers per hour. So it's going to be a windy night for parts of the Gulf of St. Lawrence, and as you get into the Strait of Belle Isle. And then tomorrow during the day, those wind speeds will kind of rapidly decline and then work their way up toward the offshore port to the southeast portion of Labrador, and the winds will be in a kind of offshore orientation tomorrow. And by tomorrow evening, it's breezy, but the wind speeds are pretty well done, and tomorrow doesn't look like it's going to be that bad of a day. We're beginning to see the power outages now We're beginning to see the power outages now stacking up a little bit. And we can check out some of these numbers here. So around the Badger Lakes area, there's currently 154 customers without power. In the Deer Lake area, there's 152 customers without power. In the Corner Brook, the Townside area, there's 38 customers. George's Lake, there's 45, a little bit more as we go a little bit farther south. George's Lake, 108. As we get around the... Oh, come on. I'm getting frustrated with the mouse. It's going to make everyone sick. As we get around the Bay St. George area, there's 84 people without power. And then, wow, this mouse is the worst. Sometimes my magic mouse isn't so magic. And then a swath of people here on the TCH as you approach Port aux Basques without power. And right now in that area, between Codroy, Millville, O'Regan's, McDougall's, Doyle's, South Branch, Shearstown, and St. Andrews, there's currently 1,643 customers without power. So we are beginning to see the power outages kind of stack up, and I wouldn't be surprised if that kind of continues to roll through the night as we go farther north, and especially in around the Corner Brook and Deer Lake areas where we've got a lot of kind of leafy trees, and they like to come down in wind speeds like this. So again, the most severe part of the storm is over, so that is the good news, but we are still dealing with some pretty significant wind speeds, and we will be dealing with that overnight. For those that are, stay safe, stay indoors, and for those that were really impacted by the severe weather today, I know areas from Burgeo to Port aux Basques got hit pretty hard. My thoughts are certainly with your communities this evening. And if you need anything, reach out on Facebook. I'll do my best to reply and see if I can help in any way, shape, or form. Have a great evening, and we'll talk tomorrow.